dust of the system beneath his tired feet. The world offers him iron and a path of cold lead, but that won't put the spirit or the hunger to bed. He's got the crown of the ancients upon his head. Let's change the story that has already been said. One vision of progress, one future inside, moving the people from the dark to the light. I see the concrete jungle turning into a field where the fruits of the mind are the only yield. Don't give weapons to dreadlocks, no, give them books, jobs and dignity. Don't give weapons to dreadlocks, no, give them books, jobs and dignity. True, don't give weapons to dreadlocks, no, give them books, jobs and dignity. Teaching the children they are never alone. A job for the hands brings a peace to the soul, making the broken society whole. The ink of the pen is the blood of the wise. Look at the fire reflecting in their eyes. One alpha on the rhythm, one truth in the air, spreading the message of justice everywhere. I see the walls of the ghetto starting to fall as the spirit of knowledge answers the call. Don't give weapons to dreadlocks, no, give them books, jobs and dignity. Don't give weapons to dreadlocks, no, give them books, jobs and dignity. Don't give weapons to dreadlocks, no, give them books, jobs and dignity. Jobs and dignity, yeah. Dignity, yeah. Dignity, dignity, yeah. Dignity. A man with the book is a man who is free. A man with the trade sees what he can be. No more fire, only higher. Lift the vibration. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. A little black boy walking on the concrete cold, with a story of a lifetime that remains untold. Born in the shadow where the sun doesn't shine, no mother's hand to hold, no father's design. The streets became his cradle, the wind was his bed, with nothing but a hunger that needed to be fed. One lonely soul in a world of stone, fighting a battle all on his own. He sees the gold, he sees the gray, but no one taught him how to pray or find the way. Who will judge him? Judge if you can. Who will judge him? He's a forgotten man. He has no frame of reference, no guiding hand. Who will judge him in this lonely land? True, true. Who will judge him? Judge if you can. Who will judge him? He's a forgotten man. He doesn't know the line between the wrong and the right, because he's only seen the darkness, never seen the light. The law is a book that he cannot even read while society ignores every basic human need. You call him a sinner, you call him a ghost, but you're the ones who failed, the one who needed you the most. One alpha on the mic, one truth to reveal. The wounds of the ghetto are starting to feel. He's looking for mercy in a courtroom of glass, watching the shadows of the privileged past. Who will judge him? Judge if you can. Who will judge him? He's a forgotten man. He has no frame of reference, no guiding hand. Who will judge him in this lonely land? Hear me now. Who will judge him? Judge if you can. Who will judge him? He's a forgotten man. Judge, judge, judge if you never taught him love. How can you demand it? If you never gave him peace, how can he understand it? Pressure them, lift the veil. The system is the one that belongs in the jail. thunder of the heavens is calling out so loud. I see the flags are burning, I see the peace retreat, as the spirit of the fallen is crying in the street. Father killing son, brother killing brother. No more love, no more unity for each other. In this nation at war, we are losing our way. In this nation at war, there is no place to pray. True, true. Father killing son, brother killing brother. No more love, no more unity for each other.
One promise in the air, while they build their empires on the bread of your despair. I see the strings are moving, I see the master's hand, turning every citizen into a grain of sand. You're just a puppet on a string, yeah. You're just a puppet for the king, yeah. They pull a wire and you dance, you dance, you dance. They pull a wire and you never stand a chance. Hear me now. You're just a puppet on a string, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're just a puppet for the king. They give you small distractions to keep your mind away from the heavy taxes and the games they like to play. They divide the brothers, they make the sisters fight. So you never turn your anger toward the tower's light. A sleeping population is a politician's dream, floating like a feather in a cold and calculated stream. One alpha on the microphone, one warning to the soul. Break the heavy iron chains of digital control. I see the stages breaking, I see the mask all fall, as the spirit of the people answers freedom's call. You're just a puppet on a string, yeah. You're just a puppet for the king, yeah. They pull a wire and you dance, you dance, you dance. They pull a wire and you never stand a chance. Wake up. You're just a puppet on a string, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You're just a puppet for the king, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Hip hop, puppet.
all black and cold. Another story of a rebel out that's growing old. He ran the corner thinking he was king of all the land, but now the iron shackles are tightening on his hand. The blue lights flashing, reflecting in his eyes. There's no more room for excuses, no more room for lies. One out for on the corner, one siren in the air, one judge in a uniform with a cold and steady stare. The evidence is written in the shadows of the wall, and now the mighty tower is starting to fall. The street court is in session tonight. That they arrest, they convict, they bring the light. Judge and jury in a uniform of blue. No, the street court is coming for you. The street court is in session tonight. That they arrest, they convict, they bring the light. The gavel is a siren, the courtroom is the block. No more running from the ticking of the heavy clock. You sow the poison and you sow the seeds of pain. Now you're reaping the harvest of the iron chain. The law doesn't sleep when the city goes to bed. It follows every footprint and every word you said. One Jimmy on the rhythm, one warning in the song, to show the world the difference between the right and wrong. I see the steel gates closing, I see the light retreat, as justice finds its balance in the middle of the street. The street court is in session tonight. They arrest, they convict, they bring the light. Judge and jury in a uniform of blue. Oh, the street court is coming for you. Pressure, the street court is in session tonight. They arrest, they convict, they bring the light. Ooh, oh, convicted, judge, in the eyes of the law, nobody is above. But where is the mercy? Where is the love? The system is heavy, the judgment is ready. You stand up on your tower looking down at the street, with a heart full of coldness and pride in your feet. You see the shade of my face and you turn your head away, building walls of silence in the middle of the day. You look at my shoes and the rags upon my back, trying to find a soul in the things that I lack. One bob in the spirit, one truth in the air, one word divided by the clothes that we wear. You count your gold and you count your machines, but you don't know what the word brother means. You judge me by the color of my skin, yeah. You judge me by the house that I'm in, yeah. But I will judge you by your heart, only your heart. I will judge you by your actions from the very the man by the silver in his hand, instead of the love and the way he takes a stand. Your eyes see the surface, but the surface is a lie. The truth is written deeper than the ocean and the sky. One alpha on the mountain, one warning for the blind, leaving the weight of the prejudice behind. I see the scale of justice in a higher place, where the only thing that matters is the spirit, not the race. You judge me by the color of my skin, yeah. You judge me by the house that I'm in, yeah. But Jah will judge you by your heart, only your heart. Jah will judge you by your actions from the very start. You judge me by the color of my skin, yeah. But Jah will judge you by your heart. Yeah. The heart, the actions. Babylon, your gold cannot buy the mercy of Jah. The truth is a fire that burns from afar. Clean your spirit, lift the vibration. Lift the vibration. I saw a stranger walking with a heavy load today, and a simple smile from a child had to clear his way. As he was planted in the garden of a lonely soul, a little mercy makes a broken spirit feel so cold. It doesn't take a fortune just to lend a helping hand, to spread the seeds of peace across this weary land. One vibe on the spirit, one vision in the air, taking all the kindness and spreading it everywhere. I see the cold hearts melting like the winter snow, watching the seeds of empathy begin to grow. Kindness begets kindness, let it flow. Kindness begets kindness, watch it grow. If we had more empathy, the world would be a better place, reflecting all the light upon every single face. True. Kindness begets kindness, let it flow. Kindness begets kindness, watch it grow. The words you speak are echoes that return to you again. So speak of healing and of love to take away the pain. A world of understanding is the dream we're building now, where we don't trust the brother, but we show him how to walk the path of righteousness and leave the hate behind.
by the river as the morning started to break, thinking about the choices and the steps that we all take. I realize the world outside is a mirror of the soul. If you fix the inner man, you make the spirit whole. I stopped the worry and I stopped the heavy fear. I started whispering the words I needed to hear. One bob in the garden, one vision in the sky, one light of wisdom shining in my eye. I planted a seed of hope in the fertile ground and wait for the melody to make a joyful sound. Think of good things, let the love inside. Think of peace, nowhere left to hide. Think of health and love, let the spirit fly. Because good things happen when you look to the sky. True, true, believe and you will have, believe and you will see. Believe and you will have, believe and you will be free. The mind is like a temple where the holy fire burns, teaching us the lessons that the humble heart learns. If you feed the darkness, then the shadow's gonna grow. But if you feed the light, then the light is gonna show. I saw the mountain moving just because I had the faith, leaving every doubt behind like a disappearing ray. One Jimmy on the strings, one rhythm in the air, sending out a positive vibration everywhere. I see the future blooming like a flower in the sun, knowing that the victory is already won. Think of good things, let the love inside. Think of peace, nowhere left to hide. Think of health and love, let the spirit fly. Because good things happen when you look to the sky. Walk the path, believe and you will have, believe and you will see. Believe and you will have, believe and you will be free. The power is in you, it's not in the storm. You are the master of the seeds you have sown. Good vibes only, rhythm is life. Fire burn, fire The sun rises over the gray skyline, but we don't see the light, we just see the line. Walking through the gates of the iron cage, another name recorded on a dusty page. We sell our minutes, we sell our years, building up a system on a bed of tears. On one clock on the wall, one chain on the hand, working for the masters of
of the concrete land. I see the people moving like ghosts in the hall, waiting for the evening, waiting for the call. We sell our time within concrete bars. We sell our lives in cement skyscrapers. Why do we work so hard to survive when we should work to stay alive with dignity? True. We sell our time within concrete bars. We sell our lives in cement skyscrapers. The towers reach the clouds, but the heart stays low. Trading our freedom for a status quo. They promise us the future in a cubicle room, while the flowers of our spirit never get to bloom. It's not about the profit, it's about the soul. Taking back the life that the bankers stole. One bob on the rhythm, one truth in the mind, leaving the pressure of the city behind. I see the walls of the office starting to crack, and the dignity of man is finally coming back. We sell our time within concrete bars. We sell our lives in cement skyscrapers. Why do we work so hard to survive when we should work to stay alive with dignity? Truth. We sell our time within concrete bars. We sell our lives in cement skyscrapers. Yeah. weak ones feel like they are finally strong. I see the walls of anger